morning, everyone. I wanted to read the dedication, or some of it, from the book that I've been sharing with everyone for this past week. From The Spirit of a Man, A Vision of Transformation for Black Men and the Women Who Love Them by IYANLA VANZANT. This book is in memory of Medgar Wiley Evers, who gave his life in the quest of freedom and whose spirit continues to educate and empower African men and women. And my daddy, Horace Lester Harris. If I could look you in the eye, I would tell you for the first time in my life, I love you. Instead, I say it to you in spirit. This book is also dedicated to Oshun. Oshun is a deity in the Yoruba pantheon. She is the consciousness of beauty, laughter, wealth, creativity, and sensuality. In Yoruba belief, she is the energy of life called Oshun in the needle of what used to weave together the fibers of the world. Oshun represents unity. The presence of Oshun is represented by the mind, body, and spirit. The unity of people, the uniform process of life. Oshun is the essence of love. In Yoruba culture, women pay homage to Oshun when they are ready to receive a husband or to conceive a child, or when their physical health is failing. It is believed that Oshun is the energy that travels through the blood. She is the foundation ingredient in all medicine and energy that promotes internal healing. Yoruba men pay homage to Oshun before they go to hunt or to war. They believe that asking her blessings will ensure their success. When men are in difficulty with authorities or their wives, they beg for Oshun's pardon. She is the energy of the river, sweet water. Her presence is a sweetness that warms the heart. When men need money or business to provide for their families, they make offerings to Oshun. She is the matron of the family, the one who brings and keeps the bloodline together. Oshun's favorite food offering is honey. Her color is yellow. She is the matron of the metal gold. Her number is 5, representing change, emotions, fertility, and expansion. She is the source of the feminine energy that guides me. I am certain that she is the force that has guided me in preparing these words to share with you. She has taught me the power of unity within myself and among people. Adupwe iya mi, I salute you, my mother. Okantutu, we are one heart. I love you, iya mi. I thank you, Oshun. May your divine energy come alive in the consciousness of all whose eyes scan these words. And so it is. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. This book is also dedicated to all the men who loved me without question, without condition, and without expectations, demonstrating that the love of a good man can This book is also dedicated to all the men who loved me without question, without condition, and without expectations, demonstrating what the love of a good man can really do for you. all of you have taught me that I am love. Ashe. So that was the dedication of the book, and I thought it was important to highlight Oshun energy as we go forward with these lessons, knowing that Oshun is the Orisha of love, and this entire exercise, what has ever led me to share these words with you, and this is me speaking, IyaPatsy, it's all about love and trying to expand our thought and to create love, create a space for love in our lives, to create success in our endeavors, in our abundance, to help us obtain balance within ourselves and our connection with our Creator. So I thank you for allowing me to share these words with you, and I thank you for sharing these messages with other brothers and sisters who may be able to benefit from these words in this book. I also want to express my gratitude to IYANLA VANZANT, who I met back in 2001, and I was actually a guest on her television show that she had on ABC at the time. I wasn't in the audience, I was actually one of her guests on stage. And when I met her, I brought her greetings from my own Babalao, Stephen Lloyd, and she was so excited because they came into this spiritual path together. They grew up in the Yoruba religion together, learning it. And she was so excited that he had sent his salutations. And I had my book with me because I'd had it for a while. And she was so sweet to dedicate it to me. And she wrote, "Beloved, weep no more. Love, IYANLA, 8/29/01." So, it has been my pleasure, and it was my desire to meet her, and Spirit worked it out that I was able to meet her, connect with her in such a wonderful way. I'll just share this story. I was watching the show at home, and I wanted to get tickets to be a guest. The tickets were free, so I called the number that they said, and instead of being directed to the ticket office or whatever, I ended up speaking to the producer of her show. Somehow not another, that's the number I dialed, or somehow or another I got connected to her producer, and I was telling her how much I loved IYANLA, and I'd been to many of her lectures in Harlem, and I had quite a few of her tapes, and I had been reading her books. And so the producer and I got to talking, and she asked me about my work and about my life and what was going on. And by the end of the conversation, she said, "Rather than have you come and watch the show, I think that you would make a great guest for the show." I was shocked. And lo and behold, in a few days, I was booked on the show. They sent a limousine to pick me and my girlfriend up, because I called my friend and asked her to come with me. And they took me in, and I did makeup and the whole 9 yards. And I got to meet IYANLA personally, and we talked for a little while, and then we were on the show. I was on the show, and Liz Smith, who was a gossip columnist in New York at the time, she was also a guest on the show. If I ever can find that video, if they ever upload it somewhere, because I've looked for it, I'll definitely share it with the collective. But it was about jealousy and gossiping and the effects that it has on people. And it was quite a good a session. It was a lot of fun, and there was another guest on there, a man, and I can't remember who he is right now, but he's also a celebrity. And it was a really good time. Liz Smith and I got along really well. God bless her, and she's since transitioned also. But in the meantime, I have been honored to have had that opportunity to meet someone who I admired so much. And again, this is just how spirit works. I mean, I was loving her before I even met my Babalawo. And then when I met him and he told me he knew her, I was like, okay, well, maybe this way I'll get to meet her. But it turns out that I was able to secure a way to meet her without him through the help of spirit. Because when I told him what had happened and that I had gotten in touch and that they were going to have me on the show, he was in shock. And that's when he told me to send greetings, and I told you the rest of the story. But I'm just saying that look how, in that way, it was a big thing, but it was a small thing at the same time. And it was because of my beliefs, my hopes, my obedience, my desires, that I manifested that opportunity that benefited me at that moment, and hopefully now will benefit all of you by me being able to share that experience and share these words. So again, my honor to IYANLA VANZANT, to her spiritual lineage, to my Ogun and my spiritual lineage, to the Orisha, and to the Creator. And again, my gratitude to all of you for allowing me to be part of your lives. And hopefully we'll be able to continue with these messages. And I will be doing the readings with the cards and all of that. I don't want anybody to think that I've abandoned that. But I think it's important that I follow my guidance, which is telling me to connect with the brothers in this manner. So, if you like these messages, please, sisters, feel free to listen to all of these messages, because this book is written for the men and the women who love them. And we love them, don't we? So, thank you guys for allowing me again to share this with you. And I will be connecting with you again. And I will continue doing these readings, God willing, throughout the following week. And keep it going until we finish the book. Okay? So thanks. I'll be talking to you all real soon. Be blessed. Ashe, namaste, peace.